Doma Sports Talk worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now, some GOAT news in the heavyweight division. I'm a little bit biased here, but I'm going to still bring it to you. Former heavyweight champion, undisputed heavyweight champion, the last one we had, undisputed, would be Lennox Lewis. In lieu of the fight coming this week between Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk for the undisputed championship of the world, heavyweight championship of the world, Lennox Lewis is being interviewed a lot, and he said a couple of things. And one is which he said he would definitely, consider a comeback. I'm probably sure he's talking exhibition or something like that, because the man's 58 years old right now, so I'm pretty sure he's not talking nothing serious. But he's seeing that the Holyfield has come back, Roy Jones has come back, Mike Tyson's going to fight Jake Paul, and something where people are thinking is going to be lucrative. So I'm pretty sure he considers himself better than all of them, so he could probably come back too. He just probably wasn't as much as popular. So he's just saying if the money's right, he would consider it too. Another thing he said a couple of days ago, and I want you guys, this new generation, if you don't know Lennox Lewis, to go check him out. It'd be hard for you because you don't know the people he beat, right? I always say when I talk about Lennox Lewis, he's my heavyweight GOAT. And I think Lennox Lewis, would beat any heavyweight. Throughout the history of heavyweights, 2 out of 3 fights. And that's just because of what I've seen. He was in an era where it was a whole lot of people in that area. Mike Tyson's in that area, Holyfield was in that era, Ray Mercer, David Tua, the Klitschko's were coming, and he beat the meaner Klitschko, Vitaly, right, in a fight, and that was his last fight. He was supposed to be fighting someone else, and Klitschko was a replacement, and so they wasn't really, Klitschko was young and mean. Vitaly, and a whole lot of people. His resume is impeccable, and he beat every guy he ever faced. He has 2 losses against Oliver McCall, which I think Oliver McCall hit him with a punch, and he got knocked down, but I think he was up for Oliver McCall. They should have let him fight in that one. Hasim Rahman also knocked him out. That was a knockout. But Oliver McCall, I still a little bit, I didn't like that decision. If the heavyweight champion of the world is up with his hands up like this, and one of his legs just buckled, I just got hit by Oliver McCall, damn it. But still let me fight. I'm the heavyweight champion of the world. So that one I was a little bit shaky about. But he came back to avenge both of those losses, and so he beat everybody he faced. Now, he fought Mike Tyson later in Mike Tyson's career, but Mike Tyson is younger than him, okay? And Mike Tyson wasn't trying to fight him earlier in his career. So he's beat everybody. And, the fact of the matter is that when he's 6'5", about 250, 245 or something like that, then I feel he has the size to deal with all these big heavyweights that we have right now. And I think he would be too big for, those guys, the Rocky Marcianos and the Joe Lewises of the world that are awesome fighters, but I don't think they would beat him, not 2 out of 3, because they were just smaller. So I just think he has a shot against anybody, 2 out of 3. So, so when I hear Lennox Lewis, for me, watching him come up and watching him deal with these fighters that he had to deal with, I just think he's just ridiculously awesome. Even Galata. Galata is somebody who, Riddick Bowe had problems with, but Galata was just nuts and kept hitting him in his nuts, but as he got disqualified while he was winning against Riddick Bowe. In both of those fights, he got disqualified for hitting low too many times. But Lennox Lewis demolished him in 1 round. And Andrew Galata is nobody to be playing around with, So he's got everybody on his resume. Everybody. Michael Grant, when Michael Grant was about to be the bomb, Lennox Lewis took care of everybody. So I would encourage you guys to go check him out. And when you see, if you're watching his highlights, try to find out who he's beating. Not just he just beating who, and it's just anybody. Those are not anybody's. He beat everybody who was somebody in a damn good era. And so when Lennox Lewis is talking, or if you're talking about Lennox Lewis, trust me, put respect on that man's name. Doma Sports Talk worldwide. And I'm up out of here, y'all.